This Atlantic Broadband Channel 10 Sportscast is brought to you by the Central Susquehanna Community Foundation, a regional philanthropic organization with nearly 300 charitable funds helping you make a long-lasting impact in your community and surrounding areas. The Central Susquehanna Community Foundation, for good, forever. First Columbia Bank and Trust. Does it really make a difference where you bank? It does if your bank makes a difference. First Columbia Bank and Trust, with you and your children every step of the way. Century 21 Covered Bridges Realty Incorporated. If you're looking to buy or sell a home or property, choose the consistent market leader in Columbia County and surrounding areas. No matter what your next step is, Century 21 Covered Bridges Realty Incorporated is always one step ahead. And by Atlantic Broadband, featuring unlimited ultra-fast internet and TV. Visit AtlanticBB.com for information. Atlantic Broadband. Welcome to Atlantic Broadband Channel 10's coverage of high school football. As the Berwick Bulldogs take the field, we will remind you that we are in Lycoming County, Williamsport, in fact, for the Berwick area Bulldogs at the Williamsport Millionaires. Promises to be a good game. Let's get right to the rosters for the Berwick area Bulldogs. This is their third away game of the season. They start the season with 3 away games. They're 1-1. They're struggling a little bit this year to find their footing, but they've got a good running game, and the defense is excellent. Last year, Berwick was able to beat Williamsport 17-10, and they're hoping to repeat that performance again. Starting quarterback is number 17, Benjamin Knorr. And Carmen DiFrancesco is your head coach for the Bulldogs. And our thanks to Bo Orlando and staff at the Berwick Area School District for their help in getting you this information. For the Williamsport Area Millionaires football team, they're off to a really good start. They're 2-0. They're described as a fast and explosive team. They average 7 yards per carry, and their defense is quick too. The Bulldogs may have their work cut out for them tonight. We'll see how it plays out. Starting quarterback is number 5, Frankie Marone, and here is the rest of the Millionaires football team as well. Head coach is Chuck Cruz, and our thanks to Sean McCann and the staff at Williamsport Area for helping us get ready for tonight's game. We are going to get the opening kickoff in just a moment. You're watching Berwick at Williamsport High School football right here on Atlantic Broadband, Channel 10. The Central Susquehanna Community Foundation, a regional philanthropic organization with nearly 300 charitable funds, such as the Berwick Health and Wellness Fund. It is your way to help make a long-lasting impact in your community and surrounding areas. Each year, $2.5 million goes back into our communities through the foundation's work, changing lives through your generosity. Your contribution, large or small, will create a legacy for those to follow. Learn more at csgiving.org. The Central Susquehanna Community Foundation, for good, forever.
Taking the right steps to find your perfect first home can be difficult, but with Century 21 Covered Bridges, we're here to make that journey with you. We can guide you through the buying process and how to explore all of your options. Our agents embrace technology and innovative marketing strategies, so when it comes to making the big decision, you'll have full confidence that you made the right choice. If you're looking to buy or sell, choose the consistent market leader in Columbia County. No matter what your next step is, Century 21 Covered Bridges Realty is always one step ahead.
Does it really make a difference where you bank? It does if your bank makes a difference. First Columbia Bank is making a difference every day in the communities we serve. As your community bank, we know the value of investing in our young people. Supporting academics, athletics, and the arts are just a few of the ways First Columbia encourages personal growth and success. Our children are the hope for the future, and we are committed to helping them succeed. First Columbia Bank, with you and your children every step of the way.
While your oven is preheating, crack 2 eggs and whisk them into your bowl of flour, baking powder, and salt. In a separate bowl, use an electric mixer to whip your butter, shortening,
I'm making a unicorn cake!
Go ahead and add just a
How
dash
magical!
of extra to bring some rich, yummy flavor to our...
Welcome back to Williamsport, where Berwick is about to kick off to the Millionaires to start this third game of the season. Williamsport again 2-0 coming into the game, and Berwick is 1-1. Brendan Hinkle is back to kick, and we are underway in Williamsport. Taken there by number 25, Keith Freeman. Gets up to the 35, 37-yard line before he is brought down. And that is where the Millionaires will get to work. We're just underway here in Williamsport. A very sparse crowd. PIAA has ruled that they will leave the attendance up to the individual school districts, but that decision just came down on Friday. So until school boards meet, things will remain as they have been. And for right now, there's maybe 25 to 50 people, fans here at Williamsport to watch this game. A lot of them outside up on the hill. Here is the first play from scrimmage for the Millionaires. Frankie Marone is the quarterback. Takes the snap, looking, and hands it off to Freeman, who gets out to about the 42-yard line. Take another look at that. And again, Freeman takes it through. Could stop quickly. Second and 7 now. Frankie Marone at the quarterback. And he pitches that one out and swallowed up in the backfield. Number 14, Spencer Kishbaugh, getting to them first.
Spencer Kishbaugh with the tackle.
Bring up a 3rd and 9 now for the Millionaires. We're just underway. Back to throw, looking across the middle and off the fingertips of number 3, Nasir Jones. Nearly picked off there by Braden Boone of Berwick. That'll bring up a 4th and 9. And Williamsport will have to punt this away to start the first quarter of action. Lots of time. Good job by the offensive line. Just a little bit off the fingertips of Nasir Jones. Back to action and back to punt is Elliot Wanup. And Berwick ran into the kicker there. Kick is away. And it rolls. They'll stop it at the 31-yard line, but Berwick did run into the kicker. We'll see if that comes back or not.
There's a penalty flag on the field.
And again, that'll be a break, and it is running into the kicker. We'll show you what happened here. Berwick getting a good jump on the ball. Wanup about to kick the ball, and at the last second he gets bumped into by a Berwick player who was trying to actually block the punt, but you ran into the kicker, and that will go against Berwick and give Williamsport a fresh set of downs. And the ball will be spotted at the Berwick 46-yard line. 10:28 to play here in the first quarter. No score. Berwick at Williamsport. So an early mistake by Berwick, giving the advantage to Williamsport. Back to throw is Marone. Looking, plenty of time, gets downfield off the fingertips, but caught there by number 25, Keith Freeman, who gets down to about the 15-yard line before he's knocked out of bounds. .25-yard completion for Williamsport. Nicely done by Marone, rolling out to his right. Lots of time off the fingertips and into the hands of Freeman. This time they hand it off to Demir Sims-Glover gets a couple of those yards.
There's a penalty flag on the field.
And another flag on the field. See who this goes against. And it is against Berwick. So early penalties in this game against Berwick, coming back to haunt them, as they basically had the ball. It was going to be punted, and then they ran it to the kicker, and then a big 25-yard completion to Keith Freeman, set him up on the 15-yard line, and now another penalty is going to put the ball at the 11-yard line of Berwick. And with just a few minutes gone here in the first quarter, Williamsport is threatening to score. 1st and 10 from the 11. Frankie Marone under center. And they will hit Demir Sims-Glover at the line of scrimmage, so a big defensive stand right there. 2nd and 10 now for the Millionaires. Defense all over this play. Wrapped up there right away by number 19, Peyton Williams. 2nd and 13. To a 3-yard loss on that play for the Millionaires. Marone in the shotgun looking. Goes across to Freeman, makes the connection, and dropped down at about the 7 or 8 yard line.
Well, pass was complete to Freeman. Step back.
Williamsport quick to the line from the 6-yard line. Back in the shotgun, fake the snap, the handoff, and a quick toss to number 3, Nasir Jones, and Williamsport strikes first. 6-0, Williamsport on top. From the 6-yard line, 3rd and 5. Frankie Marone makes this look easy. Nasir Jones winds up open and just scurries into the corner to make this a 6-0 game. Here is the extra point. Elliott Wanup with the kick for the Millionaires. Kick is up, and it is good. And we've got a 7-0 game. Williamsport takes the early lead. They'll kick off to Berwick when we come back. You're watching high school football on Atlantic Broadband Channel 10.
Taking the right steps to find your perfect first home can be difficult, but with Century 21 Covered Bridges, we're here to make that journey with you. We can guide you through the buying process and how to explore all of your options. Our agents embrace technology and innovative marketing strategies, so when it comes to making the big decision, you'll have full confidence that you made the right choice. If you're looking to buy or sell, choose the consistent market leader in Columbia County. No matter what your next step is, Century 21 Covered Bridges Realty is always one step ahead.
Does it really make a difference where you bank? It does if your bank makes a difference. First Columbia Bank is making a difference every day in the communities we serve. As your community bank, we know the value of investing in our young people. Supporting academics, athletics, and the arts are just a few of the ways First Columbia encourages personal growth and success. Our children are the hope for the future, and we are committed to helping them succeed. First Columbia Bank, with you and your children every step of the way.
And we're right back to it. The kickoff from Williamsport to Berwick, all the way back at the 10-yard line. Good run back. And the Bulldogs will get the ball at about the 30-yard line, and the run back there by Devin Smith. Bulldogs coming out. Again, a quick run back here by Devin Smith. Thought he had a lane right there, but it was closed quickly by the Millionaires. 1st and 10 for Berwick. Benjamin Knorr at quarterback, and a quick handoff there to number 10, Logan Smith, out to about the 35-yard line. They'll spot it at the 36. So a 4-yard gain. That'll bring up a 2nd and 6 now for the Berwick area Bulldogs as they try to get back into this game. Some defensive mistakes by the Bulldogs led to the first points on the board by the Millionaires. So hopefully they will keep that under control here for the offensive side of the ball. Knorr. And the fake handle, the pitch out to Sheptock. Sheptock trying to turn that corner out to the 40. And he does get the first down, brought down at about the 50-yard line is what they say. So you see Sean Sheptock in motion right there, the fake handoff, and then the pitch out to Sheptock. This play worked well last week for the Bulldogs. Able to turn the corner and gets down to about the 50-yard line. So it's 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs, and they are moving the ball. Knorr again with the handoff, swallowed up right away by the defense. Going nowhere. Half a yard loss on that play. So the Williamsport defense holding and forcing a 2nd and 10 and a half, if you will. You can see where the ball's about a half yard back. Benjamin Knorr stepping up. We're in the first quarter. Williamsport ahead 7-0 in this one. Quick handoff to number 10, Logan Smith. And he bursts through for 4 yards. That'll bring up a 3rd and 6 now for the Bulldogs. Knorr to Smith. Burst through that line quickly for a few yards. 3rd and 6 now for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs coming off a win last week, which is why their record is now 1-1. Sheptock in motion. Pitch it out to Sheptock, and this time they're ready for him, and they trip him up in the backfield. He falls forward to about the line of scrimmage, and that's going to bring up a 4th down for the Bulldogs. Sheptock in motion, you see. Knorr pitches it out to him, and his hit right away in the backfield. A 4th and 6 now. And Sheptock is back to punt. He gets the punt away. This one winds up rolling. And I believe it goes into the end zone, so that'll bring the ball out. And Williamsport will get the ball back with a 7-0 lead. DVDs of this game will be available. They're $25 each if you'd like one. Send us an email, dfarley@atlanticbb.com. You can call us, but it may be a while before we get to that phone because the offices are basically closed here for Atlantic Broadband in Berwick. So email us, and we'll get to that as quickly as possible, and we'll send you back an order form so you can get your DVD of this game or any game that you've seen here this season or previous seasons on Atlantic Broadband Channel 10. 5:25 to play here in the first quarter. Williamsport with the ball. Frankie Marone back in the shotgun, and he will hand this one off to number 25, Keith Freeman, who loses a yard or two on the play. That'll bring up a 2nd and 12. And, of course, this game is being streamed live on our YouTube channel, so we welcome our YouTube fans as well. They're watching this game as you would sit in the stands. 2nd and 12. Marone in shotgun. Motion. High snap. Quick throw downfield. And trying to get to it is number 34, Cameron Sims. Can't quite get a handle on it. Has to reach back for it. Williamsport trying to use their speed. Frankie Marone turns and just quickly puts it way up into the air, hoping to give Simpson the time to get there, and defended well by Devin Smith. 3rd and 12 now for the Millionaires. And Berwick moved. They're going to say that Williamsport moved first. And they're going to say offsides against Berwick. So a hard count gets the Bulldogs to jump. Moves the ball up 5 yards, 3rd and 7 now. You can see right there. Little anticipation. Very important to get the jump on things, but sometimes you move too quickly. And that brings the penalty. Now it's 3rd and 7. Frankie Marone in the shotgun. Back to throw again. Going across the middle, going deep. And out of reach. Intended target again, I think it was Cameron Sims right there. That'll bring up a 4th down. A flag on the play. And we're waiting to mark off the yardage. And it was a big one, and that is going to cost Berwick yet again. They had a chance to get the ball right back. I heard a face mask being talked about. Pass was incomplete. It would have brought up a 4th down, but an unfortunate penalty against Berwick gives a fresh set of downs to Williamsport at their own 38-yard line. 1st and 10 for Williamsport. Marone gives the handoff to number 26, Nasir Hennigan. Tries to turn the corner, doesn't get anywhere. A few yards. And the handoff. Good job by the Berwick defense. So when we come back, there's an injury on the field. We'll have a 2nd and 5 for Williamsport. 4:26 to go here in the first quarter. It's high school football on Atlantic Broadband Channel 10. The Central Susquehanna Community Foundation, a regional philanthropic organization with nearly 300 charitable funds, such as the Berwick Health and Wellness Fund. It is your way to help make a long-lasting impact in your community and surrounding areas. Each year, $2.5 million goes back into our communities through the foundation's work, changing lives through your generosity. Your contribution, large or small, will create a legacy for those to follow. Learn more at csgiving.org. The Central Susquehanna Community Foundation, for good forever.
WABAN is a nonprofit organization that provides services to children and adults with autism and intellectual disabilities. 24/7 support is what these folks need. The only way you can do that is with technology. Who steps up? Atlantic Broadband has done that for us, time and time again. WABAN has blossomed into this organization now. Without partners like Atlantic Broadband, this work would not be possible.
We had a brief injury timeout on the field. That player has been able to get off okay. 4:26 to go here in the first quarter. Williamsport ahead 7-0. Berwick having some troubles with penalties, which is giving some breaks to Williamsport. And the first series of downs, they were able to get 7 points out of it. 2nd and 5. Quick handoff again. Out near first down territory. And it should be enough for the first down. Quick handoff of Marone.
Williamsport.
And he gets out to the 49-yard line. It's 1st and 10 for Williamsport. Frankie Marone back in the shotgun position. In motion is Keith Freeman, and he gets the handoff, turns upfield, brought down after about a yard or two by the Berwick defense.
Freeman was the ball carrier. Tackled by Ethan Hughes.
Second and 9, more like 8. Again, Marone in the shotgun. Going across, makes the completion there to Nasir Jones. Hit right away at the Berwick 45-yard line, so that'll bring up a 3rd and 4. Marone again with some time. Great job by the front line of the Williamsport Millionaires, giving him time to do what he's got to do. Good completion to Jones. Brought down by the Berwick defense. 3rd and 4. And a handoff. And depends on the spot of the ball. Good run there by Nasir Hennigan. Out close to the first down. Again, it is Nasir Hennigan with the handoff. Battling forward. It'll bring about 4th and inches for the Williamsport Millionaires, and they are going to go for it. Frankie Marone under center. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw downfield. Makes the completion, a one-handed grab by number 3, Nasir Jones, to put Williamsport back within striking distance. They're going to mark the ball at the 17-yard line. And here come the Williamsport Millionaires again, taking advantage of a big mistake by the Bulldogs. Rolling out to his right, Nasir Jones, one-handed grab before being brought down. Quick run out past the 10-yard line on a 1st and 10 play. You go back to that pass play. That was that ball could have also been intended for number 25, Keith Freeman, because if you look, there was 2 of them right there. Freeman had his hands open like he was getting ready to catch it, but it was Nasir Jones who snags it out of the air, one-handed grab. And Williamsport now at the Berwick 9-yard line, 2nd and 3. Frankie Marone with the handoff. Again to Hennigan, who gets driven backwards. That'll bring up a 3rd down.
Hennigan, the ball carrier. No one did the tackle for the Bulldogs.
A 3rd and 3. Marone rolling out, lots of time, sent it, and off the fingertips of number 25, Keith Freeman. That'll bring up a 4th and 3 from the 9-yard line. And it looks as if Williamsport is going to bring out the punt or the field goal team, just a little bit out of reach. And they do. Elliot Wanup, the kicker for Williamsport, coming out. Try to make this a 10-0 game. Close to the end here on the first quarter. There's the snap. Kick is away. It is up, and it is good. And Williamsport goes out to a 10-0 lead with 30 seconds to play here in the first quarter. You're watching high school football. Berwick at Williamsport on Atlantic Broadband, Channel 10.
Does it really make a difference where you bank? It does if your bank makes a difference. First Columbia Bank is making a difference every day in the communities we serve. As your community bank, we know the value of investing in our young people. Supporting academics, athletics, and the arts are just a few of the ways First Columbia encourages personal growth and success. Our children are the hope for the future, and we are committed to helping them succeed. First Columbia Bank, with you and your children every step of the way.
The Central Susquehanna Community Foundation, a regional philanthropic organization with nearly 300 charitable funds, such as the Berwick Health and Wellness Fund. It is your way to help make a long-lasting impact in your community and surrounding areas. Each year, $2.5 million goes back into our communities through the foundation's work, changing lives through your generosity. Your contribution, large or small, will create a legacy for those to follow. Learn more at csgiving.org. The Central Susquehanna Community Foundation, for good, forever. And again, a big shout out to our sponsors of sports here on Atlantic Broadband Channel 10. We do appreciate your continued support, as do the fans. Williamsport about to kick off after a field goal. 30 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Berwick takes the ball, brings it back out to the 25, the 30, and rolled over at about the 33-yard line is number 2, Devin Smith. That takes about 7 seconds off the clock, and Berwick will get to work here. With 23 seconds left on the clock in the first quarter. They head over to talk things over with head coach Carmen DiFrancesco, his second year at the helm here at Berwick. Fans-wise, there's only about between 25 and 50 fans actually here inside Williamsport. It's mostly teams with the cheerleaders here, which is nice for Williamsport, and a lot of media covering this game tonight. And there are a lot of people on the hill to the left of where you're watching right now, watching this game from outside. Benjamin Knorr, Sheptalk in motion, and we're going to get a whistle. Some early motion, and penalties have been killing Berwick here in this first quarter. Actually, it was against the Millionaires, so we take that back. The penalties are hurting Berwick, but that one hurt Williamsport. And that will move the ball up a couple of yards, making a first down and 5. Ball will be placed at the Berwick 38-yard line. Williamsport out to a 10-0 lead here in the first quarter. Able to parlay some mistakes by Berwick into points, their first 2 possessions. And here is Benjamin Knorr under center. We got some motion. Out to throw, being attacked. Is Knorr looking to throw downfield, is going to take off, and he is brought down from behind. A big tackle right there by Avery Campbell. And a penalty comes in late. Benjamin Knorr rolling out and in trouble, looking to see what the penalty is going to be. 14 seconds left here in the first half. And they're going to say a face mask against Williamsport. So that will go to the benefit of Berwick. The ball was at the 40-yard line. They'll move that up to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down for Berwick. Here you can see Benjamin Knorr rolling out. He avoids one tackle right there by number 42, Riley Bauer. But then from behind, number 15 is Avery Campbell, who grabs him by around the neck there and kind of brings him down. 2 seconds to go, and the first quarter will come to an end with the score. Williamsport 10, Berwick nothing. We'll come back with the second quarter after this. You're watching high school football on Atlantic Broadband, Channel 10.
Are you ready to take steps to settle down into a smaller, more comfortable home? Look no further than Century 21 Cover Bridges Realty. We can guide you through the buying process and how to explore all of your options.
Our passionate and educated realtors understand the unique needs of every home buyer, so we can help you find the best home to fit your lifestyle. If you are looking to buy or sell, choose the consistent market leader in Columbia County. No matter what your next step is, Century 21 Cover Bridges Realty is always one step ahead.
Against the Pacers, also where we welcome in Lisa Salters. I want to ask you, Lisa, Philly, I don't know what their approach is going to be tonight, because this is a tough road test once again.
Yeah, Michelle. Well, think about this. The Sixers had...
What's that one, Dad?
That is Ursa Major.
Cool. Does Mom know we're up here?
Mom knows everything.
Second quarter about to get underway. Berwick with the ball. A couple of penalties by Williamsport have given them a 1st and 10 at the Berwick 44-yard line. Benjamin Knorr at center, and he will keep it himself and get across to midfield. Picks up about 6 yards on the play on the quarterback keeper. Little past midfield, actually. Maurer in motion. Benjamin Knorr faking the handoff and then follow his blocker. Ball at the 50-yard line. 2nd and 4 now. Second quarter just underway. Williamsport leading 10-0 if you're just joining us. Benjamin Knorr stepping up. He'll go under center. A lot of red shirts on defense stepping up. Might be a blitz here. Maurer in motion. Steps back. Goes again. And then you saw the right side. Looked like it might have been Xander Unger. And there's that penalty bug that's been hitting Berwick here in this game. You got number 5 Blake Maurer back and forth a little bit, and then right there, number 70 and 77 Jordan Young moving. So that'll back him up 5 yards to bring up a 2nd and 9 now for Berwick from their own 45-yard line. Benjamin Knorr. Quick handoff. And 2 yards back. Good second effort by Berwick to bring up a 3rd down.
Wildcat was the ball carrier.
Ryan Bankus with the carry. Here's a 3rd and 7 for Berwick. Benjamin Knorr. Bankus in the backfield. Sheptock in motion. Berwick looking to throw. Quick pass. Caught by Sheptock. But the defense steps up quickly. It'll be close. Depends on the spot of the ball. They're going to put it at the 47-yard line. And that will bring up a 4th and inches. Benjamin Knorr with time, rolling out. Gets rid of the ball. Sean Sheptock pulls it in. But he is met right there by number 40, Bo Pearson. And Berwick calling a timeout. They want to talk things over. And so we'll take a little break as well and come back with more high school football right after this on Atlantic Broadband, Channel 10. The Central Susquehanna Community Foundation, a regional philanthropic organization with nearly 300 charitable funds, such as the Berwick Health and Wellness Fund. It is your way to help make a long-lasting impact in your community and surrounding areas. Each year, $2.5 million goes back into our communities through the foundation's work, changing lives through your generosity. Your contribution, large or small, will create a legacy for those to follow. Learn more at csgiving.org. The Central Susquehanna Community Foundation. For good, forever.
Taking the right steps to find your perfect first home can be difficult, but with Century 21 Covered Bridges, we're here to make that journey with you. We can guide you through the buying process and how to explore all of your options. Our agents embrace technology and innovative marketing strategies, so when it comes to making the big decision, you'll have full confidence that you made the right choice. If you're looking to buy or sell, choose the consistent market leader in Columbia County. No matter what your next step is, Century 21 Covered Bridges Realty is always one step ahead.
Back again after a timeout by Berwick. They have the ball at the Williamsport 47-yard line, facing a 4th and inches. Benjamin Knorr, Blake Maurer in motion. They hand the ball off to Mason Lawbaugh, who takes off down the field, past the 10 and into the end zone. 47-yard touchdown run by Mason Lawbaugh as he burst through a little gap in the defense. And here comes the kicking team again. Mason Lawbaugh right here finds that gap, takes off, nobody around, good block, and he is off to the races. 47-yard touchdown run by Mason Lawbaugh to bring Berwick back into this game, 10-6. Extra point here by Brendan Hinkle. Little misstep, kick is up, and it is good. 7 is the points for Berwick. 9:02 to play in the half, and we got a ball game. Williamsport 10, Berwick 7. More after this.
Does it really make a difference where you bank? It does if your bank makes a difference. First Columbia Bank is making a difference every day in the communities we serve. As your community bank, we know the value of investing in our young people. Supporting academics, athletics, and the arts are just a few of the ways First Columbia encourages personal growth and success. Our children are the hope for the future, and we are committed to helping them succeed. First Columbia Bank, with you and your children every step of the way.
WABAN is a nonprofit organization that provides services to children and adults with autism and intellectual disabilities. 24/7 support is what these folks need. The only way you can do that is with technology. Who steps up? Atlantic Broadband has done that for us time and time again. WABAN has blossomed into this organization now. Without partners like Atlantic Broadband, this work would not be possible.
All right, Berwick, after being hit by the injury bug in the first half so far, was able to capitalize and get a 47-yard touchdown run from Mason Lawbaugh. And here is the ensuing kickoff. That's a bobbler down to the 25, touched, and then picked up. Brought out to the 38-yard line. Again, here is the run. Mason Lawbaugh from the 47-yard line finds that gap, moves to the left, avoids a tackle, and then he takes off, and nobody is going to catch him as he turns on the speed and goes 47 yards for the first score of the game. 10-7 is the score. First and 10 for the Williamsport Millionaires. 8:56 to go in the first half. Frankie Marone. Whistle will blow before the play starts. And a false start against Williamsport. So now the penalty bug is beginning to hit Williamsport here in the last few plays. Marone back in the shotgun. 1st and 15 for the Millionaires. Going deep. And a flag right away. Intended for number 3, Nasir Jones, but possible pass interference against Braden Boone, number 20 for Berwick. So that's a costly mistake. And it is pass interference against Berwick.
Pass interference against the Bulldogs.
Take another look at that. A good throw by Marone. And Nasir Jones almost had that, but you saw him jump in front and referee right on top of that one. So 1st and 10 for Williamsport. And again, they're able to capitalize on a Berwick mistake. Handoff to Demir Sams Glover. Able to pick up a yard or 2, bring up a 2nd and 8. They're going to say no gain on the play, so a 2nd and 10 now for the Millionaires from the Berwick 48-yard line. Marone to throw, going outside. It's a catch. Ball's loose, and Berwick recovers. Heads up play by Sean Sheptock. That ball was caught and then stripped. Caught by number 12, Braden Mazzante. And Berwick gets the recovery, so a big turn of events for the Berwick Bulldogs. Frankie Marone here with the little throw out to the side to Mazzante, and the ball slips out after being brought down by Berwick. So the fumble recovery, Berwick gets the ball right back. Again, it was a catch, turned. Devin Smith bringing him down, and the ball comes out, and Sean Sheptock falls on it. So Berwick catches a break. The ball is theirs at their own 41-yard line. 1st and 10 for Berwick. Quick handoff to number 10, Logan Smith. Gets a yard or 2.
Smith with the ball carrier. Tackled by Sebastian Robinson.
Second and 8 now for the Bulldogs. Here again, a beautiful night for football. Again, for late September, the first 2 weeks of the season were just cold and windy. Tonight, though, seasonable. Temperature now down around 70 degrees, maybe a little less. Benjamin Knorr back to throw, steps back and takes off himself up to the midfield. Finally brought down at the 48-yard line. 47-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. So a nice run by Benjamin Knorr on the quarterback keeper. And the Bulldogs are trying to march their way back into this game, and they were able to do so on the last series, get a touchdown. Nice run right there by Knorr. First hit by Nasir Jones. 7 minutes to go in the first half. Berwick down by 3. 1st and 10. From the Williamsport 47-yard line. Benjamin Knorr stepping up under center. Some motion, and Knorr will keep it himself. This time, he does not fool anybody, and a host of red shirts putting a stop to that particular play. That'll bring up a 2nd and 10 now. Benjamin Knorr right here with the keeper, wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. And then a whole bunch of other Millionaires come in to stop the play. 2nd and 10 now for Berwick. 6 minutes to go in the first half. Berwick down by 3. Trying to overcome some early game penalties that allowed Williamsport to get 10 points. Benjamin Knorr back to throw, and the whistle blows right away. Waiting for the call from the referee. And it is against Berwick. So again, there's that penalty bug. So instead of a 2nd and 10, they will now be facing a 2nd and 15 from their own 47-yard line. Prior to the game here in Williamsport, they had their senior night activities, and they also honored the senior members of their high school band. And they actually got to perform tonight, which is why the crowd is low. They let the kids come out and actually perform some of their songs. So we'll have some of that for you at halftime along with the first half highlights. Knorr to throw, taken off downfield, and he gets out past midfield before he is swallowed up by the Millionaires. They'll place the ball at the Williamsport 49-yard line. That'll bring up a 3rd and 11 maybe, or 12. So it was nice to hear the band here, full band play. We'll have that for you. Benjamin Knorr back to throw, being chased by Nasir Jones. Finally brought down. Brought down by number 15, Avery Campbell, who was figured in a number of plays defensively here tonight for Williamsport. 3rd and 12 for the Bulldogs. Back to throw is Knorr, looking under pressure, and he's going to get brought down in the back. The ball is loose. And again, that is Avery Campbell picking the ball up, bringing it back to about the 40-yard line. So Williamsport gets the ball back on a Berwick fumble. And there's Campbell celebrating. Benjamin Knorr looking to throw. Offensive line for Berwick unable to contain. Brought down by Nasir Jones, and that ball comes out. Avery Campbell's right there, follows it, picks it right up, takes off back on field, and is finally brought down by number 10, Logan Smith, at the 40-yard line. And so a good turn of events for the Williamsport Millionaires. First and 10 for the Millionaires from the Berwick 40-yard line. The whistle will blow, and it's against Williamsport. So against both teams making some mistakes here tonight, costing them yardage. And instead of a 1st and 10, it's a 1st and 15 for Williamsport now, and they will call a timeout with 4:34 to play in the first half, leading Berwick 10-7. You're watching high school football on Atlantic Broadband Channel 10.
When your family starts growing, so do your housing needs. Taking the right steps to find your perfect home can be difficult. With Century 21 Covered Bridges Realty, we understand that your family is unique and your home should be too. That's why we take a personalized approach to every home buyer we serve. We recognize that buying or selling a home can be very stressful and confusing, and that's why we make sure we are right by your side for the journey. No matter what your next step is, Century 21 Covered Bridges Realty is always one step ahead.
All right, we're getting back to action. Quick timeout for the Williamsport Millionaires. 4:34 to play in the first half, and they have the ball 1st and 15 from the Berwick 45-yard line. This is Frankie Marone at quarterback. He will fake the handoff and toss that over to Cameron Sims, who takes off downfield past the 30 to the 20, knocked out of bounds eventually by number 2, Devin Smith, but a big gain, 25-yard run for Cameron Sims. So the timeout was well used by Williamsport. They come up with a big run play, facing a 1st and 15. A pitch to Sims. He turns the corner, takes off downfield, gets past the 40, the 30, and then dropped down at about the 20-yard line. And the following play, short game. Puts the ball up to the 16-yard line of Berwick. 4 minutes to play, and Williamsport threatening yet again here in the second quarter. Ball is at the Berwick 17-yard line. Here is Frankie Marone. Seeing a lot of receivers out there for Berwick. Marone in the shotgun, looking, toss across the middle, and that is caught by Sims, and he goes in for the touchdown. Williamsport goes out 16-7 over Berwick. A 17-yard pass play from Frankie Marone to Cameron Sims to put Williamsport back up. Plenty of time for Marone, right across the middle, tipped, but still caught by Cameron Sims, and he's able to just kind of waltz into the end zone. Here's the extra point. And that kick is blocked. And so that will lead to the next play. Williamsport scoring on a 17-yard touchdown pass, even though it was tipped, caught by Cameron Sims, who makes it into the end zone, and it is now 16-7. Williamsport on top. High school football continues after this on Atlantic Broadband, Channel 10.
Does it really make a difference where you bank? It does if your bank makes a difference. First Columbia Bank is making a difference every day in the communities we serve. As your community bank, we know the value of investing in our young people. Supporting academics, athletics, and the arts are just a few of the ways First Columbia encourages personal growth and success. Our children are the hope for the future, and we are committed to helping them succeed. First Columbia Bank, with you and your children every step of the way.
Welcome back to Williamsport, where the Millionaires just scored again on a 17-yard touchdown pass, and they're about to kick it back off to Berwick with 3:44 to go here in the second quarter. Back to kick is Elliot Wanup. He'll give this a good boot, and that's going to go into the end zone, and Devin Smith just makes sure it does, and so the ball will come out. So we'll show you what happened to Williamsport. A couple of good plays in a row here. Facing a 1st and 15 after a timeout. They hand the ball off and actually pitch it out to Cameron Sims, who takes the ball from the 45-yard line, runs 25 yards to the 20. And on the following play, from the 17-yard line, Frankie Marone takes the snap, waits for it, goes across, tipped right there, but picked up again by Sims, who was able to make his way into the end zone after making the catch, and it is 16-7. Extra point was no good. Berwick down by 9. Here's Benjamin Knorr back at their own 20-yard line. Some motion and a quick handoff to Logan Smith, and he falls forward to pick up a yard or two to bring up a second down and 9. We'll remind you of a copy of this game. Some good highlights here in the first half for both teams. And a big 47-yard touchdown run by Mason Lawbaugh. You can get a DVD of this game. Email us, dfarley@atlanticbb.com. We'll send you back the order form. You fill it out and mail it in with your payment. The games that you see on YouTube aren't up there forever. They're only up for a couple weeks at a time. So if you want a keepsake, you're going to have to get the DVD if you can. Knorr back to throw, and he is swallowed up by the defense of Williamsport. Whole bunch of numbers in there. I'm looking at number 52, Dane Dates Blaine in that one. So a loss and a timeout on the field. Again, a whole bunch of shirts swallowed up. Benjamin Knorr in the backfield. 2:54 to play in the first half. The Central Susquehanna Community Foundation, a regional philanthropic organization with nearly 300 charitable funds, such as the Berwick Health and Wellness Fund, It is your way to help make a long-lasting impact in your community and surrounding areas. Each year, $2.5 million goes back into our communities through the Foundation's work, changing lives through your generosity. Your contribution, large or small, will create a legacy for those to follow. Learn more at csgiving.org. The Central Susquehanna Community Foundation. For good, forever. All right, Berwick hit in the backfield for a big loss. Timeout called. 3rd and 14 now for the Berwick Bulldogs. And they are pinned way back in their own territory. So here is Benjamin Knorr under center. We'll see what they come up with here. Maurer in motion. Maurer hands it back off. And the reverse does not work as Sheptock gets caught right away. And that'll bring up a 4th and long for the Bulldogs. They'll have to punt this one away. And again, a timeout for Williamsport. So Benjamin Knorr right here with the ball. Quick handoff to Blake Maurer coming in motion. Maurer will hand it back off to Sean Sheptock, and he is hit in the backfield once again by number 15, Avery Campbell, who slowed him down just enough to cause the play to come to a halt. Back with more after this.
While your oven is preheating, pack 2 eggs and whisk them into your bowl of flour, baking powder, and salt. In a separate bowl, use an electric mixer to whip your butter, shortening...
I'm making a unicorn cake!
Go ahead and add just
How magical!
To bring some rich, yummy flavor to our...
All right, welcome back. We were earlier telling you about how there were a whole bunch of people on the hillside on one end of the football field here in Williamsport. Those are people, you can see they're socially distant, here to watch this game since they were not allowed into the stadium because they had the football teams, the press, and the marching band tonight for senior night activities. So they're able to watch this game tonight, kind of from the sidelines, if you will. There's a smattering of parents here inside the stadium tonight, watching Williamsport out to an early 16-7 lead. 2:43 to go in the first half. Berwick back to punt. Kick is away. Out towards midfield. They'll let it bounce. And it'll get down to the Williamsport 38-yard line. And that is where the Williamsport Millionaires will get back to work. Berwick unable to answer on their drive following the Williamsport touchdown, their second. So Williamsport's got a couple of touchdowns and a field goal. One of the extra points missed, which accounts for the 16 score for them. And Berwick got a touchdown from Mason Lawbaugh, a 47-yard touchdown run, which kept them in the game, but they're now down by 9, and Williamsport has the ball. 1st and 10 from their own 38-yard line. 2:30 to play in the half. Marone back to throw. Screens it out. Nearly picked off by Berwick. That throw was a little underthrown. Looked like number 44, Ryan Mendez Tejeda, was there. Tried to catch it. The throw again. Little underthrown. Nearly pulled in by Berwick. Second and 10 for Williamsport. Marone back in the shotgun. Rolling out to his left. Met by Mason Lawbaugh. Oh, and you saw it right there. That was a face mask. Mason Lawbaugh. Hand kind of got caught as he tried to sack the quarterback. Referee's coming in to make sure that Frankie Marone is okay because he did get whipped around pretty good. Another look at that. Nobody's stopping Mason Lawbaugh. He's all over that, but right there he can see he grabs the mask. And then he's got his fingers caught in there as he tries to get his fingers out of the way. The flags fly. Face mask against Berwick.
Penalty against the Bulldogs.
So again, there's that penalty bug hitting Berwick, and they'll move the ball up. Here comes the play. Throw by Marone out to the sidelines. Pushed out of bounds. Good catch. Couple of yards. Marone with the throw. Well covered right there by number 44, Ryan Mendez Tejeda. 3rd and 8 now for the Millionaires of Williamsport. 1:15 to go here in the first half. And you can see Frankie Marone right there watching the play clock go down. And a quick handoff to Demir Sams Glover. Hit hard in the backfield for the loss. Defense for Berwick able to get through. Read that one well. And we're going to get a timeout on the field. So number 34 for Berwick. Taking him down. That is a number that we don't have on our list, so we apologize for that. But anyway, we do have a timeout on the field. We'll remind you that if you'd like a copy of this game on DVD, all you got to do is email us, dfarley@atlanticbb.com. We will send you back an order form. You fill that out and mail it in with your payment. And then once we get the order, we'll make the DVD and send it right back out to you. Whole process takes a couple of days. Even with the possible slowdown with the mail delivery these days. We'll get it done pretty quick for you. But anyway, that's how you get a DVD if you are so interested. Quick timeout. And Williamsport with 1:05 will have to punt the ball away even after that face mask. There is the punt. And they're saying just let it roll. And they say don't touch it, and they'll stop at the 37-yard line. That's where Berwick will get the ball with 54.5 seconds left in the first half. Down 9 points to Williamsport. We'll see what head coach Carm DiFrancesco and staff come up with to get Berwick within reaching distance. 9 points is not tough to overcome in football if you catch the right breaks, but they're going to have to watch the penalties. Penalties in the first half has cost Berwick quite decisively. In fact, the penalties have led to all the points in the first half for Williamsport. As we pull back. Beautiful night. We want to thank Williamsport for their hospitality tonight. First and 10 for the Berwick Bulldogs from their own 37-yard line. Benjamin Knorr at quarterback, back to throw. Has time, and that is broken up. Intended for Blake Maurer, broken up by number 42, Riley Bauer. Second and 10. Knorr with time on this one. Blake Maurer, bottom of your screen, rolling out. And Bauer timing that one perfectly. Second and 10 now. Stops the clock at 50 seconds. Benjamin Knorr, starting quarterback in place of Blaine Cleaver, who was injured in a scrimmage against Southern Columbia before the season even started, and we're understanding he's pretty much out for the season at this point. So Benjamin Knorr is your quarterback for Berwick, and he's having trouble guiding anything. Winds up with 3 yards on that play, but the clock will roll, and Berwick will most likely get one more play in here before the end of the half, and maybe more as we get a timeout on the field. So we will take another look. Benjamin Knorr stepping back, a pat and move of his, steps back, waits for things to open up, and then takes off upfield. That one worked for about 3 yards. Got a timeout on the field. So we'll remind you that while we have the Berwick at Williamsport game for you here tonight on Atlantic Broadband Channel 10, the next 3 games, and that will include the Wyoming Valley West at Berwick game, the Berwick at Hazelden game, and the Wilkes-Barre at Berwick game. The next 3 games will all be on our friends at WYLN, which is Channel 7 on Atlantic Broadband. That'll be the next 3 games. They'll have those live for you on Friday nights on the 2nd, 9th, and 16th. Meanwhile, we'll be over at Central Columbia covering games there. And we'll have Mifflinburg at Central Columbia on the 2nd. We'll have Danville at Central Columbia on the 9th. And then if things go right, we'll have the Mount Carmel game as they host Central Columbia on the 16th. We're still working on some details on that one, but that's the plan. And then we'll wrap up the season at home with Berwick for the final 2 games. 34 seconds. Back to throw. Taking off upfield and tripped up by number 42, Riley Bauer. And the clock will continue to run, and that, for all intents and purposes, should end the first half. Benjamin Knorr back to throw. Nothing there. He's going to get chased by Nasir Jones. Jones trying to catch him up, but then here comes number 42, Riley Bauer, with the sweep of the leg, and that is where the first half is going to come to an end, with Berwick and Williamsport doing battle. Williamsport 16, Berwick 7. We're at halftime. We will come back with the first half highlights, and we'll also listen to the Williamsport High School Marching Band, which was able to perform tonight in front of a nice crowd. So that's a nice little treat for us. We'll have that for you when we come back on Atlantic Broadband Channel 10.
Does it really make a difference where you bank? It does if your bank makes a difference. First Columbia Bank is making a difference every day in the communities we serve. As your community bank, we know the value of investing in our young people. Supporting academics, athletics, and the arts are just a few of the ways First Columbia encourages personal growth and success. Our children are the hope for the future, and we are committed to helping them succeed. First Columbia Bank, with you and your children every step of the way.
The Central Susquehanna Community Foundation, a regional philanthropic organization with nearly 300 charitable funds, such as the Berwick Health and Wellness Fund. It is your way to help make a long-lasting impact in your community and surrounding areas. Each year, $2.5 million goes back into our communities through the foundation's work, changing lives through your generosity. Your contribution, large or small, will create a legacy for those to follow. Learn more at csgiving.org. The Central Susquehanna Community Foundation, for good forever.
Are you ready to take steps to settle down into a smaller, more comfortable home? Look no further than Century 21 Cover Bridges Realty. We can guide you through the buying process and how to explore all of your options.
Our passionate and educated realtors understand the unique needs of every home buyer, so we can help you find the best home to fit your lifestyle. If you are looking to buy or sell, choose the consistent market leader in Columbia County. No matter what your next step is, Century 21 Cover Bridges Realty is always one step ahead.
WABAN is a nonprofit organization that provides services to children and adults with autism and intellectual disabilities. 24/7 support is what these folks need. The only way you can do that is with technology. Who steps up? Atlantic Broadband has done that for us, time and time again. WABAN has blossomed into this organization now. Without partners like Atlantic Broadband, this work would not be possible.
Welcome back. We're at halftime with the score of Williamsport 16, Berwick 7. Let's get right to the first half highlights. Early in the game, here is Williamsport and Frankie Marone back to throw from the Berwick 46-yard line. Lots of time, and he makes this connection even though it's tipped. to number 25, and that would be Keith Freeman, who makes a nice gain. That would eventually lead to a score, but before that, here's a nice defensive play by the Berwick Bulldogs. Frankie Marone from the Berwick 11-yard line in the first quarter, by the way. And hitting the backfield right there is Demir Sems-Glover, and that's happened several times. The plays just like that, the defense by Berwick on top of the ball. Williamsport again setting up the touchdown at this point. It is Frankie Marone from the 11. He will get this to Keith Freeman, who makes his way down to the 6-yard line. And on the ensuing play, it is Williamsport. Marone in the shotgun from the 6. Fakes the handoff, and he looks right over the defense to number 3, Nasir Jones, who makes the catch and waltzes into the end zone. Extra point is good, and it's 7-0 at that point. Berwick with a nice play here. Still in the first quarter. Sheptock in motion. And they do the pitch to Sean Sheptock. This worked quite well last week. And for the first time, it did work as Sheptock was able to avoid the tackle. Finally gets out to midfield before being brought down. The drive didn't go anywhere. Williamsport gets the ball back. Still 7-0. Frankie Marone under center. He will fake the handoff and roll out to his right. Make the throw. And a one-handed grab right there by Nasir Jones. Might have been intended for Keith Freeman, but Nasir Jones makes the grab on a 4th and 1, so a big gain for Williamsport. And they wind up with a field goal. Berwick gets the ball back, facing a 3rd and 7 here in the second quarter. And it is Benjamin Knorr with time. Makes the throw to Sean Sheptock. They needed 7, and they're able to get enough to get the first down on that. And that one eventually led to this play. Berwick's only score of the first half. From the Williamsport 47-yard line, it is Mason Lawbaugh, finds a big gap, avoids a tackle or two, and he is off to the races. 47-yard touchdown run by Mason Lawbaugh to get Berwick's only score of the first half. Then the fumble bug hit both of these teams. Williamsport right here. Frankie Marone back in the shotgun. A little toss out to the side. That one is pulled in by number 12, Braden Mazzante, but the ball comes out, and Sean Sheptock is there to fall on it. A fumble recovery by Berwick. Didn't last long. Berwick under pressure is Benjamin Knorr. He rolls out to his right, being chased by Nasir Jones, but then number 15, Avery Campbell, will get the ball after being brought down, and Berwick returns the favor to Williamsport with a fumble and a recovery. That would eventually lead to Williamsport working their way downfield, facing a 1st and 15 after a timeout. Marone takes the handoff, gives the pitch to number 34, Cameron Sims, who goes past the 40, the 35, the 30, the 25, and brought down at the 20-yard line. A 25-yard run for Williamsport, and the deciding factor from the 17-yard line. Frankie Marone back in the shotgun. A quick toss across the middle, tipped up, but still caught by Sims, who was able to outrun the defense and make his way into the end zone, and that's where the score stands. Williamsport 16 and Berwick 7. Prior to the start of the game in Williamsport, they had their senior night activities. They had a whole lot of players they had to recognize, including the band, and the band has not really been allowed to play, apparently, here at Williamsport. And the head of the music department there said, he told the crowd that they weren't sure they'd ever get a chance to perform the arrangement that they've come up with, but because it's senior night, they did allow them to perform tonight. So we thought, for a change of pace, we'd show you a little bit of the Williamsport High School Marching Band performing tonight prior to the start of the game. Williamsport High School Marching Band. This is the first time they've been able to perform on the field all season because of the COVID restrictions, so they're having a good time, and we'll let this go a little bit while longer. The Williamsport High School Marching Band doing a great job prior to the start of the game tonight, and it's one of those things under these age of COVID that we forget about the high school marching bands and their cheerleaders. A lot of the restrictions are in place, but it was nice to hear the band again, and that band sounded really good, so great job, everybody. You did a fantastic job. Be very proud of yourselves. Okay, we're going to take a little break. We'll come back with the second half with Williamsport leading Berwick by a score of 16-7. It's high school football right here on Atlantic Broadband, Channel 10. The Central Susquehanna Community Foundation, a regional philanthropic organization with nearly 300 charitable funds, such as the Berwick Health and Wellness Fund. It is your way to help make a long-lasting impact in your community and surrounding areas. Each year, $2.5 million goes back into our communities through the foundation's work, changing lives through your generosity. Your contribution, large or small, will create a legacy for those to follow. Learn more at csgiving.org. The Central Susquehanna Community Foundation, for good forever.
Taking the right steps to find your perfect first home can be difficult, but with Century 21 Covered Bridges, we're here to make that journey with you. We can guide you through the buying process and how to explore all of your options. Our agents embrace technology and innovative marketing strategies, so when it comes to making the big decision, you'll have full confidence that you made the right choice. If you're looking to buy or sell, choose the consistent market leader in Columbia County. No matter what your next step is, Century 21 Covered Bridges Realty is always one step ahead.
Does it really make a difference where you bank? It does if your bank makes a difference. First Columbia Bank is making a difference every day in the communities we serve. As your community bank, we know the value of investing in our young people. Supporting academics, athletics, and the arts are just a few of the ways First Columbia encourages personal growth and success. Our children are the hope for the future, and we are committed to helping them succeed. First Columbia Bank, with you and your children every step of the way.
Also, where we welcome in Lisa Salters. I want to ask you, Lisa, Philly, I don't know what their approach is going to be tonight because this is a tough road test once again.
Yeah, Michelle. Well, think about this. The Sixers had...
What's that one, Dad?
That is Ursa Major.
Cool. Does Mom know we're up here?
Mom knows everything.
Remember that, kids. Mom knows everything. All right, welcome back. We're halftime's just about over. Williamsport will be kicking off to Berwick to start the second half on a nice late September evening. Temperatures now down around 67, 68 degrees. Very comfortable. Maybe a light jacket weather, if that. And here is the opening kickoff for the second half for Williamsport to Berwick. Taken back at the 10-yard line. And brought back to the 25. And that's where Berwick will get to work. So the first half, if you haven't been able to join us till now, Williamsport was able to get all their points off of penalties or issues with Berwick. So 16, one of the extra points did not work. And Berwick got there. By the way, the touchdowns that Williamsport got came off of penalties, but the touchdowns themselves were beautifully executed, as was Berwick's alone score in the first half, a 47-yard run by Mason Lawbaugh. Berwick with a 1st and 10 from their own 26-yard line. Benjamin Knorr under center. Lawbaugh in the backfield. Maurer in motion. Lawbaugh will get the handoff, and he is met at the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing. And the Williamsport defense holds. Play coming in from the sideline. Second and 10 for Berwick. Down 9 points. Third quarter action just underway. Benjamin Knorr under center. Takes the snap, rolls out, takes the ball himself upfield, and is hit at the 30, dropped at the 31 by number 26. That is Nasir Hennigan. Third and 4 now for Berwick. Nice run by Benjamin Knorr. And a couple of good blocks right there. Also in on that tackle, number 6, Demir Sams Glover for Williamsport. Third and 4 now for Berwick. Knorr takes the snap, hands it off. Should be enough for the first down. Sean Sheptock with the carry, getting out to the 35-yard line. Might be a half a yard short based on where the referees are spotting the ball. So they needed 4, and they got about 3.5. Hit right there by number 22, Sebastian Robinson. It'll be 4th and inches. They got it spaced about a yard away, so 4th and 1 for the Bulldogs. And Coach DeFrancesco sending in the play from the sideline. We'll see if they try to bulldog this one right through. Knorr under center. Maurer in motion. The hard count. Maurer in motion again, and they're going to get him for an illegal shift, it looks like. So the play didn't work, and Berwick is going to have to punt this one away. You got Blake Maurer here going back and forth. Williamsport nearly moved right there on the hard count. Kept themselves in line. Maurer again will move again. And that's what cost him. So 4th and 6 now. Sheptock is back to punt this one away. And it's a fake punt. He keeps the ball, takes off upfield. And he's got the first down and more. Still going. Runs out of bounds at the 41-yard line of Williamsport. So a fake punt. They're going to say he went out of bounds way back at the 44-yard line. But still, a fake punt. Works. Sheptock back at the 18-yard line, and he doesn't even attempt to kick it. He just takes the ball off. A play that fooled the Millionaires. They had the ball at the 30-yard line, so he's going to wind up with a 22-yard run on a fake punt ball. 1st and 10 at the Williamsport 44-yard line. Here is Benjamin Knorr under center. And we've got Mason Law in the backfield. He gets the carry, takes off upfield. Hard to bring him down once he gets going. And that ball may have got stripped out of his hands, and Lawbaugh gets into it at the very end of that play. Flags all over the place. Very unfortunate turn of events. We'll see if we can see what happened here. Here is Lawbaugh getting the carry. Finding a gap. And then you got the ball being stripped away by number 22, Sebastian Robinson. And then he and Lawbaugh get into it at the very end there. You can see it right there at a helmet pull. Big no-no. So they're still talking about this one. Got to keep your head. Ball gets stripped. Law ball with a nice gain. Hit by Nasir Jones, but number 22, Sebastian Robinson, right there, takes the ball out of his hands, so it's a turnover. And at the very end of the play, Lawbaugh trying to get the ball back. He and another Williamsport player get into it, and there's a little tug. Looks like that was with Roman Morone. And we saw 5 or 6 flags fly out there. Referee telling Berwick what's going on. And Mason Lawbaugh is ejected from the game for that infraction. And a sideline infraction against Williamsport for coming out in protest. And so Williamsport will get the ball, but again, Mason Lawbaugh, who scored that 47-yard touchdown run earlier on the basis of this move right there, is ejected from the game. So that is going to hurt Berwick, as he's a big back and able to make some things happen. The ball is now at the Williamsport 27-yard line. And you can see Coach Carmen DiFrancesco over there talking to the referees, trying to straighten things out. So a nice big gain and a strip by Williamsport. Gives the ball back to the Millionaires and results in the ejection of Mason Lawbaugh from the game.
First down, Williamsport.
Quick handoff. And a nice little run there by Williamsport from the 37-yard line. That run given to a number 25, Keith Freeman. Ball was at the 41-yard line now. Freeman with a good run. Back to live action now. Freeman in motion. And Marone back to throw, being chased, has to get rid of it quickly, and that is broken up, and a flag comes in. And it looks as if number 44, Ryan Mendez Tejeda, got there a little too soon. And again, that will benefit Williamsport. Marone with time to throw. Gets rid of it. Intended for Nasir Hennigan. But it looked like it's going to be pass interference. Referee still talking it over. Now they're writing things down. Once again, it looks as if Tejeda got there a little too soon. .8:22 to play here in the third quarter. Some long stoppages of play here while officials figure things out. We had an ejection. Now the referee is talking to the teams, telling them what's happening. So everybody knows the ball right now is at the 41-yard line. 42-yard line, actually. Hold against Berwick for a 10-yard penalty. And a personal foul against Williamsport. And the same thing against Berwick. And another player ejected from Berwick. So that is 2 players for Berwick kicked out of this game. in the span of just a few minutes. And it looks like it is, if you look in the middle of the screen right there, you can see number 19 in a swing. So it's number 19 for Berwick. That is Peyton Williams. Has been kicked out of the game. And he was working there against number 56, Charles Cruz. So again, you can see as this play fins, right in the middle of the screen there, you see the spin and the swing, and two of those two kind of going at it. And because of the swing, it winds up with number 19, Peyton Williams, being ejected as well. So now Mason Lawbaugh and Peyton Williams both ejected from the game. They got to keep control of your tempers. That pass incomplete. Bring up a 3rd and 11 for Williamsport. We're in the third quarter. Things are heating up here quickly between these two teams. Berwick down 9 points to Williamsport at this point. Maybe feeling a little bit pressure. 3rd and 11. Here comes Frankie Marone and the Millionaires. Marone back in the shotgun, looking for time to throw, being chased. And he is swallowed up and taken down by number 51, Bruce Hartman. It'll bring up a 4th and long, and Williamsport will have to punt this one away. Good job by the defensive line to break through. Bruce Hartman getting around and able to get his arms around Frankie Marone, and he does not let go and winds up with a loss on a play. So we're going to have a punt from Williamsport facing a 4th and 20. Clock is continuing to run. Referees trying to keep control of this game. Williamsport, after the Lawbaugh issue, making Williamsport get back. Fair catch at the 21-yard line. And that's where Berwick will get back to work. Catch made by number 3, Isaac Tripp. So if you want a DVD of this game, there's a lot to look at and a lot of good highlights in the first half, and of course some struggles here in the second. We got them available, $25 each. Email us at dfarley@atlanticbb.com. We will email you back an order form, which you can fill out and mail in with your payment. Once we get it, we will make the DVD and get those out to you ASAP. dfarley@atlanticbb.com. Berwick coming back out. First and 10, quick handoff, and a nice run by Blake Bauer. And he may be injured. Trying to get him up, but they're going to send over the sports authorities, let them take care of that. Let's take a look and see if we can figure out what happened. Injury timeout on the field. Blake Bauer taking the ball through. A nice gain on the play. Stumbles a little bit right there. And he might have had his ankle rolled as he fell. But he is injured at the moment, so we got an injury timeout. We'll take a little break and come back with more of the third quarter of Berwick and Williamsport after this on Atlantic Broadband Channel 10.
When your family starts growing, so do your housing needs. Taking the right steps to find your perfect home can be difficult. With Century 21 Covered Bridges Realty, we understand that your family is unique and your home should be too. That's why we take a personalized approach to every home buyer we serve. We recognize that buying or selling a home can be very stressful and confusing, and that's why we make sure we are right by your side for the journey. No matter what your next step is, Century 21 Covered Bridges Realty is always one step ahead.
Does it really make a difference where you bank? It does if your bank makes a difference. First Columbia Bank is making a difference every day in the communities we serve. As your community bank, we know the value of investing in our young people. Supporting academics, athletics, and the arts are just a few of the ways First Columbia encourages personal growth and success. Our children are the hope for the future, and we are committed to helping them succeed. First Columbia Bank, with you and your children, every step of the way.
Welcome back. And Blake Maurer of Berwick had to be helped off the field. His leg up into the air, so he is potentially out for the rest of the game. We'll see what happens to him. Hope the best of luck for him. So that is 3 big players for Berwick out of this game here in the third quarter. 2 due to infractions, 1 due to an injury. They pitch this one out to Devin Smith, who turns upfield. Winds up at the 43-yard line. A little short of the first down. Maurer getting the first down for Berwick on the last play before being injured. And there is Devin Smith making his way out. Hit by number 20, Demir Lee. 2nd and 3 for Berwick. 6 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Benjamin Knorr under center, looking, making sure everybody's on the up and up. Ryan Bankus in the backfield. Sheptock in motion. They pitch to Sheptock. Tries to turn upfield. Avoids the tackles. Takes off down the sideline and pushed out somewhere about the 23-yard line. They'll say out of bounds at the 25. So a big run for Sean Sheptock from back at their own 43-yard line. 28-yard run for Sheptock, who right there is able to sidestep and move his way outside, avoiding tackles. A lot of Millionaires chasing him down. Finally knocked out of bounds at the 25-yard line. So a big gain for Berwick, and here come the Bulldogs. Back in scoring position. And a little miscommunication right there. Benjamin Knorr runs in to Tajee Taylor. And by the time he turns back around, there's a lot of red shirts. So that'll result in a loss. Definitely a miscommunication here. Benjamin Knorr taking the snap. Looking to cut inside. And there, right there, after a defenseman goes down, is Tajee Taylor, and then he gets stuck. Referee resetting the clock. Second and 12 now for Berwick from the Williamsport 27-yard line. Fake pitch, and they'll toss this one out, and it's caught right there by Ryan Bankings, who takes off upfield. Brought down by number 25, Keith Freeman, but not before he gets to about the 9-yard line. Nice gain for Berwick, and the Bulldogs get back into this game here in the third quarter. 5 minutes to go in the third. They fake the pitch, and they toss it to Bankus. Catches the ball at the 25 and makes his way upfield, being chased there by Keith Freeman, finally brought down at the 9-yard line. First and goal for Berwick for 4:30 here in the third period. Benjamin Knorr under center, and Knorr will keep it himself. And number 15, Avery Campbell, who has figured prominently in this Williamsport defense throughout the game, grabs a hold of him, and he gets dragged about 4 yards. So it will be a second and goal now for the Bulldogs. Devin Smith in motion. Knorr keeps it himself. Campbell is right there trying to strip the ball. Knorr does a good job hanging on to it. Second and goal Nor under center. Smith in motion, and a handoff again to Bankus, who was caught right away. Might have got a yard on that one. Bring up 3rd and goal for the Bulldogs. Benjamin Knorr. Quick handoff to Ryan Bankus. And he is brought down there by Nasir Jones, also trying to strip the ball away. They're going to give him a yard on that one, 3rd and 4, which makes it 3rd and goal for Berwick, and they're trying to punch it in and get this game closer, down by 9 points at this point. And a handoff. Actually, nothing there. Good fake as it fooled us. That'll bring up a 4th down. Again, Knorr fakes it, keeps it himself, takes off a field, pitches out to Sheptok, who can't get a handle on it, and it falls flat. And so facing a 4th and goal, Berwick will bring out the punting team. Brendan Hinkle will do the honors. Holding is number 20, Braden Boone. Extra point, and the field goal is up, and a misstep right there. No good. The ball might not have been set. And so as it turns out, instead of getting the 3 points, Berwick winds up with nothing on a 4th and goal. Brendan Hinkle right here goes to kick the ball. There's the snap. Ball's not quite set, and Hinkle has to stop his stride and reset quickly, and the ball gets knocked to the left. And so the field goal does not work. The score is still Williamsport 16 and Berwick 7. 2:05 to play here in the 3rd quarter.
The Central Susquehanna Community Foundation, a regional philanthropic organization with nearly 300 charitable funds, such as the Berwick Health and Wellness Fund. It is your way to help make a long-lasting impact in your community and surrounding areas. Each year, $2.5 million goes back into our communities through the foundation's work, changing lives through your generosity. Your contribution, large or small, will create a legacy for those to follow. Learn more at csgiving.org. The Central Susquehanna Community Foundation, for good forever.
All right, back in Williamsport. Field goal, no good for Berwick, and that means Williamsport gets the ball back at their own 20-yard line. 2:05 to play here in the 3rd quarter. And a big run by Keith Freeman, being chased down and brought down in a flag. Saw the collar tackle, and the flag came out right away. And now the referees will get to work trying to figure this out again. A collar against Berwick. And so another big break for the Millionaires and a big run from the 20-yard line. This is Keith Freeman taking off, avoiding everybody. Sean Sheptok giving chase and gets a collar and whips him out of bounds down at the 32-yard line. They move the ball forward to the 17, so it is a 1st and 10 for Williamsport. And there's nothing doing on that one as number 57, Brian Knorr, brings Nasir Hennigan down right away. It'll bring a 2nd and 10. So again, for this particular play, there was no stopping him. Sheptok stopping him any way he can, but that gave a big break for Williamsport. Back to throw, going for it all. Touchdown, Williamsport. 19-yard pass play to Cameron Sims, and Williamsport goes up 22-7 on the Berwick Bulldogs. Back at the Berwick 19-yard line, Marone with time, lets it fly. Cameron Sims takes off downfield, outruns both defenders in the end zone. 19-yard touchdown pass, and Williamsport is up 22-7. Here is the extra point from Elliot Winnop, and that one is good. And we've got a 23-7 game. Williamsport way out in front with a minute to go here in the third quarter.
WABAN is a nonprofit organization that provides services to children and adults with autism and intellectual disabilities. 24/7 support is what these folks need. The only way you can do that is with technology. Who steps up? Atlantic Broadband has done that for us, time and time again. WABAN has blossomed into this organization now. Without partners like Atlantic Broadband, this work would not be possible.
All right, welcome back. It is Berwick at Williamsport. Real nice play to get their third touchdown of the game for the Millionaires. Back at the Berwick 19-yard line, it is Frankie Marone with time. Lets it fly. Cameron Sims outruns both defenders, makes the catch in the end zone. It's a 19-yard touchdown pass for Williamsport. They now lead 23-7. Here comes the ensuing kickoff, and that all ensued after Berwick couldn't punch it through, tried to settle for a field goal. Then there was a bobble on the snap, so the field goal went wide left. And so Berwick on their last drive came away with absolutely nothing. A big running play and a penalty allowed for the third touchdown. And Berwick will fall on that one at the 38-yard line. As they will take over. So this was the run from Williamsport. Back at the 20-yard line, Keith Freeman takes off upfield, finds a big gap, and the only person that's going to catch him is Sean Sheptock. At this point, he's got a 30-yard run. Grabs the face mask, then he grabs the thing, the shoulder, and finally brought down. So the collar tackle led to another penalty. 2 plays later, Williamsport in for their third touchdown of the game. And that's where things stand. Here is Berwick, Benjamin Knorr. Devin Smith in motion. Knorr keeps it himself, takes off upfield. Gets about 7 yards before he's slowed down. Good run right there by Benjamin Knorr, and a nice fake. Threads through the defense. Finally caught right there by number 22, Sebastian Robinson. And he gets some help to bring him down. And we're heading close to the end of the third quarter. Berwick needing a couple of touchdowns and a field goal to get back into this game. They'll have to run this one. Benjamin Knorr under center, 2nd and 3. Smith in motion. They'll hand it off. Might have just got there. And as you heard, that is the end of the third quarter. So, we'll be back with the final quarter to see if Berwick can get back into this game. They're down 23-7 to Williamsport. You're watching high school football on Atlantic Broadband, Channel 10.
Does it really make a difference where you bank? It does if your bank makes a difference. First Columbia Bank is making a difference every day in the communities we serve. As your community bank, we know the value of investing in our young people, supporting academics, athletics, and the arts are just a few of the ways First Columbia encourages personal growth and success. Our children are the hope for the future, and we are committed to helping them succeed. First Columbia Bank, with you and your children every step of the way.
The Central Susquehanna Community Foundation, a regional philanthropic organization with nearly 300 charitable funds, such as the Berwick Health and Wellness Fund. It is your way to help make a long-lasting impact in your community and surrounding areas. Each year, $2.5 million goes back into our communities through the foundation's work, changing lives through your generosity. Your contribution, large or small, will create a legacy for those to follow. Learn more at csgiving.org. The Central Susquehanna Community Foundation, for good forever.
Fourth quarter about to get underway. Berwick trailing in this one, 23-7. A lot of penalties. A couple of players ejected for Berwick in this game here in the third quarter. So they need to settle down and get back to playing football here. And Williamsport, a strong, fast team. And they've been able to capitalize on the Berwick mistakes so far in this game. 3rd and 2. Here's Benjamin Knorr under center. Sheptalk in motion. Handoff to Bankus, who breaks through and gets over midfield. That'll be enough for the first down for Berwick.
Thanks to the ball carrier. Robinson, one of the Millionaires on the tackle. First down, Berwick.
Again, from back at the 46-yard line of Berwick. They'll hand this one off to Ryan Bankus, who slides on through, gets met at about the 50-yard line, but he keeps going. Winds up at the Williamsport 47-yard line, and that's where Berwick has the ball. 1st and 10, 11:30 to go here in the game. Benjamin Knorr under center. Back to throw. In trouble, and he gets caught from behind, and he's going to lose a yard or two. Tackled right there by, I believe, number 59, Joel Filipa. One of those plays that Benjamin Knorr always steps back, waits for the gap to open up, and then likes to run the ball. But this time he had 2 unblocked Millionaires coming in for the tackle. Also in on that tackle, number 42 is Riley Bauer. Look at the Williamsport cheerleaders in the bottom of your screen. Second and 13 now. Knorr throws, caught downfield at the 26-yard line. Nice catch right there by Braden Boone. So out a 24-yard completion. Keep the ball going in the right direction. Berwick. Benjamin Knorr fakes the handoff to Smith. They give the ball to Sheptalk. Sheptalk hands it back off to Knorr and throws it downfield. Gives enough time for Braden Boone to get open. 1st and 10 for Berwick. Sheptalk in motion. And you saw number 8 right there, Tajee Taylor, take off. Again, a more miscommunication, and this has been the story of the day for Berwick in this game. A lot of penalties and miscommunications. So they'll try it again. Sheptalk in motion. Fake the pitch. Being chased. Throw away, and Braden Boone unable to pull that one in. Actually, it might have been Ryan Bankus. So it was Knorr being forced to get rid of that quicker than he planned on. Sheptalk in motion. Knorr with the ball. He turns around, and all of a sudden, there is number 15, Avery Campbell, in his face, so he tosses it over to Bankus, and Bankus can't quite get a handle on it. I don't think he was expecting it that quick. So a heads-up play, not to take the sack, but also heads-up defense by Williamsport. Brings up a 2nd and 15. Knorr back to throw again, rolling out to his right, being chased, gets rid of the ball, and nearly picked off by number 6, Demir Sams Glover. And again, it was Campbell who nearly got the sack on that as well. Knorr back. And then again, there is Avery Campbell, who has been all over him tonight. And the throw is way short, nearly picked off right there by Demir Sams Glover. Needless to say, it's 3rd and 15 from the Williamsport 31-yard line. Back to throw. The catch is made. Devin Smith, but he's not going to get anywhere. And that's going to bring up a 4th down for the Berwick Bulldogs. Defense for Williamsport stepping up, doing a great job keeping pretty much anything Berwick wants to do at bay. Nor with time on this one, gets to Devin Smith. He turns upfield, but he's hit right away, tripped up a little bit, and then swallowed up by the Williamsport defense. 9 minutes to play in the game, and Berwick has to go for it. They're down 23-7 at this point. And we'll see if they can make it happen. Nor takes the snap, rolls back, looking, throws it out, and it's incomplete. And a flag coming in. And that may be a pass interference against number 42, Riley Bauer. And that'll be a break for Berwick. Pass interference against Williamsport. So Berwick will get a fresh set of downs on that one. Knorr to throw. Trying to get that one to Tajee Taylor, and you saw him get bounced before the ball ever got there, and that was the infraction. Back it up a little bit and show you again. Knorr with the throw. Taylor tries to catch it, and he gets run into by, well, actually number 6, Demir Sams Glover. And now they're going to wave it off. Now they're saying they were both going for the ball. And so there is no infraction, and the ball gets turned over to Williamsport. Both players right there. One more time. Knorr with the throw. Taylor going for it. Both of them going for the ball, and they hit shoulder to the shoulder. And so even though it was initially called a interference call, they did wave it off, and it was 4th down. Therefore, Williamsport gets the ball now at their own 32-yard line. Defense steps up, puts a big stop there. Brian Knorr in on that tackle, as was number 51, Bruce Hartman. Clock will continue to run. Second and 13, a loss on that play. Williamsport with the ball. 8 minutes to play in the game. Out in front, little pitch over to Freeman. Freeman turns upfield, being chased. Still on his feet. Bounces outside, still going, heading down the field. And one last chance, and it's going to be a massive run touchdown for Williamsport. Number 25, Keith Freeman, from back at the 29-yard line. 81-yard touchdown run. But there's a hold against Williamsport, so that one is negated, and Berwick catches a break. Otherwise, this game was going to be out of reach in a hurry. Here's the pitch to Freeman. And somewhere along the way there is a hold. The last person that might have had a chance to catch him right there was number 8, Tajee Taylor. And a nice bit of running. Yeah, Devin Smith gets tripped up there at the end. But because of the hold, it gets brought back, and so that 81-yard touchdown run is negated. Might have saw the flag come in right at the beginning of that play. Turning the corner. Flag right about there. Okay, so anyway, instead of a touchdown, it's now 2nd and 17 for Williamsport. You're going to stop the clock and reset things. So a disappointing turn of events for Williamsport. An 81-yard touchdown run by Keith Freeman is negated by a hold back at the line of scrimmage. And so instead of a touchdown, they bring the ball back. They're still out in front by a score of 23-7 with 7:49 to play in this game. A lot of discussion going on as they try to figure out what's happening out there on the field and reset the play clock. Back to action, 2nd and 17 now. Frankie Marone under center. He will hand this off to number 6, Demir Sams-Glover. Gets a nice gain on the play. Gets some of those yards back. Out to the 35, 36-yard line. Marone in the handoff. Again to Sams-Glover. Finds a nice gap. Sheptock grabs him, holds on. Gets a little help from number 17, Benjamin Knorr. Finally brought down at the 36-yard line. That'll bring up a 3rd and 6 now for Williamsport, as they at this point just want to run that clock down. They've got a good lead. Berwick down by 2 touchdowns. Screen. And hit right away. Still on his feet, though. Nasir Jones makes the catch. Is hit right away by Benjamin Knorr. Gets a few more yards out of that. They keep the ball inbounds to keep the clock running. Marone with time, looking for Jones all the way. You can see that Benjamin Knorr is right there. He hits him immediately. Gets some help from Sheptock and from Taylor before being brought down, and we get a timeout on the field. 6:34 left in the game. Williamsport leading 23-7 over Berwick. When we come back, it'll be 4th and 4. You're watching high school football on Atlantic Broadband Channel 10.
Are you ready to take steps to settle down into a smaller, more comfortable home? Look no further than Century 21 Cover Bridges Realty. We can guide you through the buying process and how to explore all of your options.
Our passionate and educated realtors understand the unique needs of every home buyer, so we can help you find the best home to fit your lifestyle. If you are looking to buy or sell, choose the consistent market leader in Columbia County. No matter what your next step is, Century 21 Cover Bridges Realty is always one step ahead.
Quick timeout. Williamsport looks like they're getting ready to punt this one away. Facing a 4th and 4. 6:34 to go in the game. 13-point lead. And the boot is away. Good kick going way back. Takes a Williamsport bounce. All the way down to the 4-yard line. So an excellent punt by Williamsport. Pins Berwick way back in their own side of the field with 6:19 left to go and down by a sizable margin.
First down, Berwick.
16-point deficit. And now Berwick with 6:19 is going to have to come up with some points in a hurry. They need a couple of touchdowns and a field goal. Their one field goal they tried in the third quarter, there was a bobbled snap, it looks like, causing Brendan Hinkle to have to do a stutter step. And when he finally did kick the ball, it went wide to the left. So the field goal in the third quarter by Berwick ended up in nothing. And then Williamsport came through with a massive run and a real nice touchdown pass for another score. So Williamsport has scored 3 touchdowns and a field goal in this game, and they're out in front 23-7. Berwick with the ball. Benjamin Knorr. He'll keep it himself, and he gives himself a little breathing room, gets out to about the 11-yard line. Picks up 7 on the play. Benjamin Knorr fakes the handoff, keeps it himself, looks for that little gap, finds it, hit right away, but is able to drag a few Millionaires with him before he comes down to the 11-yard line. 2nd and 3, and Knorr will keep it himself again. And this time, nothing doing. If he got a yard, it's 1 yard that he got. It'll bring up a 3rd and 3. They say no gain on the play. Berwick keeping the ball on the ground. They've gone back to throw a few times, but the defense for Williamsport has been pretty steady in keeping the coverage going, so they haven't had much to work with, and Berwick is just keeping the ball on the ground at this point. 5 minutes to go in the game. In need of a couple of touchdowns and a field goal to get back into this. Sheptock takes the pitch, gets out to the 15-yard line. That'll be enough for a first down for Berwick, and so they'll keep the ball moving in the correct direction. Benjamin Knorr takes the snap, quick pitch out to Sean Sheptock, steps inside, avoids a few tackles, and eventually is brought down at the 15. 1st and 10 for Berwick, 4:35 to go in the game. Knorr back to throw. Looking, goes across the middle. Nothing there. Trying to get that one to Devin Smith. Now to bring up a 2nd and 10. Good job by the offensive line of Berwick. They gave Knorr some time, but he tried to get rid of it quickly. And in and out of the hands of Devin Smith. Stops the clock. Second and 10. Knorr under center. Got some motion, and Knorr will keep it himself. Turns upfield. It's going to get maybe 3 yards. We'll see where they spot the ball. It will bring up a 3rd down and 8. They gave him 2 on that carry. And the clock will continue to run. Benjamin Knorr looking upfield. He's met right away. 2-yard gain, 3rd and 8. 3:50 to go in the game. Berwick needing points. Knorr in a handoff and a little misstep again to Sheptock, who gets a few more, but that's going to bring up a 4th down. And Berwick is going to have to punt this one away with a 3:30 left in the game when they need to be hanging on to that ball. Knorr with the handoff and to Sheptock, who just can't quite anything going. A lot of red shirts around. And back to punt is Sean Sheptock. Clock still running, coming up on 3 minutes to go in the game. And they try the fake punt again. It worked last time. This time they're working out the way outside and nothing doing. As number 4, Damon Green, saw that coming all the way and stopped it. And so Williamsport is going to get the ball in very fine field position. Sheptock, the last time he was going to punt, faked the punt, took off upfield, and got a massive gain. This time, Williamsport was ready for it. Damon Green, number 4, will come into your picture. He gets the angle on him, just forces Sheptock out of bounds. And so the ball is placed at the 19-yard line, and it's first and 10 for Williamsport. And they have a chance to make this a 37 game if they can punch it through. Frankie Marone, and a handoff to, I believe that's 26, Nasir Hennigan. Not going to get a whole lot there. Got back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a second and 10, and they're content to let the clock run. Williamsport looking like they're on the way to a 3-0 start this year, fielding a pretty good, fast, quick team. Berwick was able to hang on last year to win this game 17-10, but this year it doesn't look at this point like that's going to happen as the clock is continuing to run. Williamsport taking their time getting the play in. And here come the Millionaires. Frankie Marone back in the shotgun. 2:05 to play in the game. Oh, and then you got number 59 right there. That is Joel Felipa jumping. And so that'll back him up a little bit. It'll bring up a second and 15 for Williamsport. Stops the clock for a moment. Again, this game's available on DVD. We're having a slow finish to a heated game. If you'd like a copy of it, send us an email. We'll send you back an order form that you can fill out and mail in with your payment. The address is dfarley@atlanticbb.com. It is a second and 15 for Williamsport. And they'll give this one to Freeman. Met in the backfield. He still manages to move forward to about the 22-yard line. Brought down there by number 44, Ryan Menendez Tahita. Marone with a good fake right here. And the handoff to Keith Freeman. Mendez Tahita winds up taking him down. So we got 1:20 to go in this game. And bursting through for some yardage, there is number 6, Damir Sams Glover. Not enough for the first down. The pitch from Marone to Sams Glover. Gets the 15, is hit. Keeps those legs moving. Winds up at the 13-yard line, and Williamsport will try for one more field goal. Here's Elliot Wanup, who's got one field goal under his belt here in the game so far. He's going to go for 2. This one from the 13-yard line. There's the snap. The kick is up, and it is good. And Williamsport goes out to a 26-7 lead over Berwick. We've got 15 seconds left in this game. We'll be right back.
Against the Pacers, also where we welcome in Lisa Salters. I want to ask you, Lisa, Philly, I don't know what their approach is going to be tonight because this is a tough road test once again.
Yeah, Michelle. Well, think about this. The Sixers had...
What's that one, Dad?
That is Ursa Major.
Cool. Does Mom know we're up here?
Mom knows everything.
Welcome back. We're in the final few seconds of this game. Williamsport getting an additional field goal, their second of the game, to make this a 26-7 lead over Berwick. So this one is pretty much in the books already. Berwick going to drop to 1-2 on the season. Williamsport about to go to 3-0. But we still have to have the ensuing kickoff. And the Millionaires right there getting set for the kickoff. 26-7, there's the score. 15.3 seconds left to go in this game. So once it's over, we'll take a little break and come back with some second half highlights and a few final thoughts. And Elliot Wanup will go back. The rest of the team says, let's go. 15 seconds on the clock. And Williamsport will kick this away after getting another field goal. They squib kick it, picked up by Berwick, brought back to the 35-yard line. Takes 5 seconds off the clock. So Berwick will get one play in here before the end. Bounces off one player. Picked up by number 25, Hunter Maddle. First and 10 for Berwick with 10 seconds left in this game. And we've got Matthew Lazinski in the game at quarterback for Berwick. He'll take one snap. Trip in motion. He takes the ball, avoids a tackle, stays on his feet, and is eventually brought down, and that is going to bring the game to an end. Berwick comes from behind and comes down from behind. 26-3 or 7 is the score. Williamsport wins this one, going out, and there's the Williamsport team. They will come out to midfield. And this year, instead of the traditional handshakes and shakes and stuff like that, they will come out and wave at each other to say good game. And that's the way this one will end. Williamsport wins it by a score of 26-7. We'll come back with the second half highlights after this on Atlantic Broadband Channel 10.
The Central Susquehanna Community Foundation, a regional philanthropic organization with nearly 300 charitable funds, such as the Berwick Health and Wellness Fund. It is your way to help make a long-lasting impact in your community and surrounding areas. Each year, $2.5 million goes back into our communities through the foundation's work, changing lives through your generosity. Your contribution, large or small, will create a legacy for those to follow. Learn more at csgiving.org. The Central Susquehanna Community Foundation, for good forever.
Taking the right steps to find your perfect first home can be difficult, but with Century 21 Covered Bridges, we're here to make that journey with you. We can guide you through the buying process and how to explore all of your options. Our agents embrace technology and innovative marketing strategies, so when it comes to making the big decision, you'll have full confidence that you made the right choice. If you're looking to buy or sell, choose the consistent market leader in Columbia County. No matter what your next step is, Century 21 Covered Bridges Realty is always one step ahead.
Does it really make a difference where you bank? It does if your bank makes a difference. First Columbia Bank is making a difference every day in the communities we serve. As your community bank, we know the value of investing in our young people. Supporting academics, athletics, and the arts are just a few of the ways First Columbia encourages personal growth and success. Our children are the hope for the future, and we are committed to helping them succeed. First Columbia Bank, with you and your children, every step of the way.
And again, a big thank you to our sponsors. That would be the Central Susquehanna Community Foundation. Check them out online at csgiving.org. Also, Century 21 Covered Bridges Realty, leaders in real estate in Columbia, Montour, and Luzerne counties. And, of course, First Columbia Bank and Trust. All kinds of locations throughout Columbia County and Montour County for you now as well. This one's in the books. Williamsport wins this one, going away 26-7. Let's get to some second half highlights. The score in the start of the second half was Williamsport 16 and Berwick 7. Berwick with a fake punt right here, doing a great job of surprising Williamsport. Third quarter action. And back to take that punt is Sean Sheptock, but he has no intention of kicking that one. And he will take this ball past the 30, the 40, 50, that's 20 yards. And he goes out of bounds after about a 25-yard return to get the first down for Berwick. But that all net gets negated. A great play by Berwick turns into a catastrophe. A handoff right here to Mason Lawbaugh. On a 1st and 10, he gets through, but the ball is stripped by number 22, Sebastian Robinson. Then a little melee ensues afterwards. And Mason right here will get into it. One guy grabbed the head, and that resulted in Mason Lawbaugh being ejected from the game. A play later, Williamsport with the ball. After they did strip it, they did have the fumble recovery, if you will. Good gain right here. By Williamsport. This is number 5, Frankie Marone. Looking to pass. Ball is caught. Watch the middle of the screen. Number 19 and number 56 getting into it. And it was number 19, Peyton Williams, taking a swing. And the referees ejected him. So that's 2 major players from Berwick out. No scores result from either of that. Berwick gets the ball later in the third quarter. And this is number 17, Benjamin Knorr, taking the snap. Hands the ball off to Ryan Bankus. Bankus takes off upfield, and that is actually Blake Maurer. Takes off upfield, but it looks like he rolled his ankle right there at the end, and he winds up being taken out of the game based on that. Berwick still with the ball. It is Benjamin Knorr making the pitch to Sean Sheptock from their own 43-yard line. He goes across midfield, takes off upfield, outrunning everybody, pouring on the speed, finally knocked out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Berwick again trying to get a score back, down 9 points at this point, within reach. A screen out to Bankus. Bankus makes the catch, heads upfield. Keith Freeman is the last defender, takes him down at the 10-yard line. Berwick has to settle for the field goal. And there is a little misstep right at the hike. Braden Boone takes the snap. You can see right there he fumbles for the ball, and it is Hinkle has to stop. And by the time he regroups and gets the kick away, it goes wide to the left. So Berwick winds up with nothing at the end of all of that. Williamsport with the ball. They take over at the 20-yard line. It is Frankie Marone right here getting the ball to Keith Freeman from the 20, and he is off to the races. And he is at the 30. He is at the 40. It is Sean Sheptock after him at the 50. Sheptock with a collar tackle. No other way to stop him, and he gets the penalty on that one. That helped Williamsport from the 19-yard line get their third touchdown of the game. Nice play right here by Frankie Marone. He steps back, waits for it. Cameron Sims outrunning the defense in the end zone, makes the grab, and makes it a big-time score, 23-7. Berwick still trying to get something going. Fourth quarter action. And the ball winds up at Sheptock, and they throw it right back to Knorr. Knorr looks downfield. A real nice completion here to number 20, Braden Boone. But it will end up with nothing. Later on, Williamsport nearly put this one away early with a big run. Keith Freeman again takes off from the Williamsport 29-yard line, stays on his feet, and winds up going 81 yards for what would have been a touchdown had it not been for the hold back at the line of scrimmage. So a big 81-yard touchdown run negated. As it was, Williamsport has to settle for a field goal later on, and that is where the game comes to an end. 26 for Williamsport, 7 for Berwick. Berwick had 11 first downs, Williamsport 14. Berwick had 194 yards rushing, Williamsport 113. And there were 48 passing yards for Berwick and 115 for Williamsport. Individually, Sean Sheptock carried the ball 9 times for Berwick and for 53 yards. Mason Lawbaugh carried it 3 times for 64 yards and a touchdown. Benjamin Knorr carried 16 times for 30 yards, and it was Logan Smith 6 times for 15. Williamsport's Keith Freeman carried it 8 times for 55 yards. Nasir Hennigan 8 times for 23, and for passing it was Benjamin Knorr passing for 48 yards for Berwick, 115 for Marone, as we said. Receiving, Sean Sheptock for Berwick caught 1 for 6 yards. Braden Boone caught 1 for 24. Brian Bankus caught 1 for 18 yards. Williamsport's Damir Sims-Glover caught 2 for 36 yards and 2 touchdowns. Actually, that should be Cameron Sims. Caught 2 for 2 touchdowns. Nasir Jones caught 5 for 38 and a touchdown, and Keith Freeman caught 3 for 36 yards. Berwick goes to 1-3 on the season. Williamsport moves to 3-0. We say thank you for watching, and we hope you'll join us again for more high school sports in the coming days and weeks. And remember, next week we're at Central. For the next 3 weeks, we'll be at Central Columbia. If you want to watch Berwick, you'll be able to watch that live on Friday nights on our good friends at WYLN, which is Channel 7 on the Atlantic Broadband cable system. We hope you'll join us for my high school sports in the coming days and weeks here on Atlantic Broadband Channel 10. This Atlantic Broadband Channel 10 Sportscast has been brought to you by the Central Susquehanna Community Foundation, a regional philanthropic organization with nearly 300 charitable funds helping you make a long-lasting impact in your community and surrounding areas. The Central Susquehanna Community Foundation, for good, forever. First Columbia Bank and Trust. Does it really make a difference where you bank? It does if your bank makes a difference. First Columbia Bank and Trust, with you and your children every step of the way. Century 21 Cover Bridges Realty Incorporated. If you're looking to buy or sell a home or property, choose the consistent market leader in Columbia County and surrounding areas. No matter what your next step is, Century 21 Cover Bridges Realty Incorporated is always one step ahead. And by Atlantic Broadband, featuring unlimited ultra-fast internet and TV. Visit AtlanticBB.com for information. Atlantic Broadband.